Dear Sauron, the hobbits are now at the house of Tom Bombadil, and on this final night, Frodo would have a vision of the sea. See, our enemy uses dreams to foreshadow things such as the sea, and Frodo's is no exception. Earlier, he had the same dream in Crickhollow of going to the Undying Lands. This is because our enemy wants him to believe that he will one day go to the sea. Oh, Valinor, this brings me some of the worst memories, as early in the first stage, that was where I was chained. As the first elves discovered Cuivienen, the Valar immediately battled against me and they were victorious. I had to go back home to Autumno with my servants. Let me take you back to the same dream Frodo had in Crickhollow. Looking up, he saw before him a tall white tower standing alone on a high ridge. A great desire came over him to climb the tower and see the sea. He started to struggle up the ridge towards the tower, but suddenly a light came in the sky, and there was a noise of thunder. This was further confirmed last night at the house of Bombadil, as he sees a far green country under a swift sunrise. Much like the elves, Frodo longs for the sea, the Grey Havens, a thought that has never occurred in his mind before this very moment in Crickhollow. But that remains just that, a dream. It's not like he's ever going to make it to the Grey Havens. After all, hobbits are descendants of men, and men are no longer allowed in the Undying Lands. This is our doing as we end in Numenor. According to our enemy, the past remains in the past, and the Undying Lands will be open to certain non-elves, such as ring-bearers. Frodo now has the ring en route to Rivendell, and friends of the Eldar as Gimli would be. Now, why exactly is this possible venture to the Undying Lands mentioned at this point? It seems it could be spiritual, perhaps. It's because our enemy wants the ring-bearers to go to some sort of purgatory and peace afterwards, as it goes to show how strong you and your powers are. This will work within Frodo's subconscious, just like all dreams do. However, our goal is to make him forget about it altogether. See, he hasn't really heard of the sea, and now he already longs for it. How foolish! That's what we must repeat to Frodo. This is the deed of our enemy. Our enemy thinks that Frodo is destined for the sea and wants to somehow recruit him into a society meant just for elves. I say this is a foolish idea. The subtlety of our work really comes into play when a hobbit decides to be a ring-bearer. After all, everyone knows that hobbits are so resistant to the ring. Remember that you made your ring so that no one will willfully destroy it. Let them carry the ring to Mordor and then they'll see just how strong we are. Frodo has two dreams. One of them is the past event, as even though he didn't quite know it happened at the time, Gandalf escapes Isengard at the first one. This next one, however, is when he sees the White Tower again, just like in Crickhollow. So it happened again. Big deal, see, the house of Tom Bombadil seems to give these hobbits some prophetic dreams. It seems Sam is the one who didn't have any clear prophetic one, as he slept through the night in deep content. See, that first night, when Frodo had a nightmare much like Merry and Pippin, that was our doing, as he would later wake up to the sound of the Black Riders, again also our doing, wondering if he should really go on this quest. We rejoice as she shrieks in terror, wondering whether he was to go on the quest to destroy your ring. He was dreaming of a moon rising over a circle of hills with a tall tower, which stood a white-haired figure, and the eagle went across the moon, snatching the figure from the tower as the figure raised a staff, causing a bright flash. Meanwhile, the riders are en route to the prancing pony at Bree. See, Tom Bombadil and Goldberry like to say that their house is free of evil things. But we were able to give them nightmares, especially Frodo, as he would be the one making the chief decisions of the quest. Unfortunately, on this other night, he saw the White Tower again, much like what he did at Crickhollow, as our chief enemies assured him of their uniqueness, caw, and courage. Keeping the One Ring under your influence of power, Melkor Morgoth.